Hello and welcome to another War of the Visions video. Building the most OP broken Elena part 2. So over the last couple of weeks there's been a lot going on in World of the Visions. I didn't have as much time to put or to dedicate towards building and completing the Elena, my dream Elena. But that has changed. Over the last couple of days I've put in a little bit of effort, a little bit of work in perfecting her, and I want to give you an update. So let's do part 2 of the series. So if you remember well, these are the stats that I was working with at the end of the previous video. But this is the overarching goal that I want to complete. Survivability, raise her accuracy, and get her overall into that guaranteed hit attack range. And now we're a month later, and these are the new stats that I'm dealing with. So you'll notice HP is up, AP is up, magic is up, agility is up, luck is way up. Unfortunately, I had to sacrifice a bit of evade, dexterity, and spirit, but we're definitely getting closer to the overall goal, which is positive, a positive thing to look at. I'm not too worried about any stats that I've lost. They can easily be recovered. For example, Jaden's card gives 35% dexterity, and Carbuncle will add to spirit. So all those things can easily be recovered. I'm not too worried about that, but the leaps and bounds that I've done in HP and luck are amazing. Switching over to a more detailed view, we're going to be able to see more stats. Unfortunately, here we see that the evade has dropped 10, but that's easily recovered by me equipping Shiva onto one of the units. But in the current state, 10 evade doesn't compare to 100 luck. So I'm very comfortable with that 10 loss in evade. Next up, we're going to look at the Black Rose headdress. So if you look, you're going to see the HP has been modified in addition to the luck. There are some things that have gone down, but unfortunately it's a give and take. Next up, you're going to see what has been added is the 7% luck, and the activation ability time has been increased. So I put a little bit of work towards that. And because the luck has been added, there is now the slash resist, and there's 3 on the page for the current month as opposed to 2 for the month before. For those wondering about the attack activation reduction, well, there's 2 reasons. The first one, encountering top guilds, they tend to have unstoppable Zazans, Locks, and Elenas. So the guaranteed attack definitely helps. And number 2, when charging her attacks, she's extremely vulnerable because unfortunately Elena cannot cast and evade at the same time. So we're going to check out some other things that you can do to up the stats. One very important thing that I actually neglected a little bit was the reroll system. Going into a link that I'm going to send you, which will show you the reroll or the maximum amounts that each stone can have per segment or per stat. So this is very important in seeing where or which stat that I should be able to max out. Here, for example, luck. Luck 19 is as high as it goes. So once I hit the luck 19, then I can decide what other stats that I want. I can try to re-roll, but I'm always going to aim for that 19. Another small change is I started using Typhon. Typhon does quite a few things very well. It gives you a base amount of luck, gives you a percentage amount of luck, accuracy, and it is a magic based card. Really good for Elena and every other member of the team. So let's check out a quick arena battle. Disclaimer, this might not be the best Elena battle and may not showcase all of her evasion skills, but I'd like you to pay close attention to how the computer acts when Elena is on the field. As I said in previous videos, when encountering a high evade Elena, the AI will do some weird things, like buffing, healing, backtracking, or just standing still. The computer does that here in this fight, and I'll point out when it does that. It's cool to see it doing more and more, which shows me that I'm going in the right direction.
You can fight on. Got you. I shall assist you.
Here's where we're going to have one of the first instances of the AI doing something weird. Moraga, who's well within range of attack, decides to use Sentinel. This allows Elena to come in with her LB and take out Noctis. And then not much you can do for Thunder Smite. Thunder Smite is a guaranteed hit. Confused Edge brings down the Courage. Once again uses Sentinel, which is not to anybody's advantage, very detrimental. And then Elena comes in for the kill, takes out the remaining two teams. So, like I said, it's not really the best example, but you could just see how the AI in certain situations, when there's nothing else to do, it'll just do something that doesn't really make sense. Either way, we're getting there, we're evolving, and stay tuned for other videos. If I find another video where the AI does something really weird, I'll definitely post it up and give a little bit of commentary on it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, follow for the next video in the series. FLIXBOLT out.